is WAG Chicago. It's the 23rd November, the 21st year, or whatever. 6:56 a.m. Chicago time. Continuing on with graphene oxide. This is a PDF from NCBI. It's a PubMed article. Stand by. Hang on. Yeah, okay. This is the main website, so you can see it up here. ncbi.nlm.nih.gov, etc. If I remember, I'll put the link. Graphene Nanomaterials-Based radio frequency / microwave biosensors for a biomaterials detection. Again, for the record, I'm not talking about anything in current time that's been happening. Let's say, because I got to talk like I'm having a stroke. In this paper, this is about whatever they're going to talk about. This is a scientific paper. For the record, in this paper, the advances in radio frequency microwave biosensors based on graphene nanomaterials, including graphene oxide, GO, and reduced graphene oxide, RGO, are reviewed. From a few frontier studies, recently developed graphene nanomaterials based RF / microwave biosensors are examined in depth and discussed. So this is going to be long, probably long, folks, so get some coffee. Finally, the prospects and challenges of the next generation RF / microwave biosensors for wireless biomedical applications are proposed. What's the date of this garbage? This is 2019, people. So when they talk about next generation, that means they already got it. They're just ready to test it. See how that works? 2019, March. What happened in 2019? Like in October. So anyways, back to this garbage. Say garbage, man. How's graphene going to get in these experimental doohickeys, let's say? So you got fullerene, graphene, nanotubes, graphite. See how this works? Think of a pencil for future videos. Because lead would be safer, you know what I'm saying? Allotropes of carbon, fullerene, nanotube, graphene, etc. In terms of physical properties, a pristine graphene without defects. By the way, number one producer is China, just so you know. And they brag about it. They've been in the graphene business. Somehow they knew this shit was coming. Go figure, right? America's going to have nothing. We don't make nothing. Anyways, back to science. Has a number of superior qualities, such as high electronic mobility. Yes, it does. It's 1,000 times more conductive of electricity than copper is. I'll summarize this real quick, that little section. So you use copper now off your power lines, right? This is 1,000 times more efficient. That also means no heat. That's important for computers, which means they make new computer chips or will be introducing new computer chips that are graphene, which is probably why you have no computer chips now for new products, for your cars, etc. Because there's transitioning. See, we're going to the reset. We're being reset into this new technology. That's what they're doing. And it would have taken too long to get you to switch. So they just did it with a... Oh, I said I wasn't going to talk about current events. Anyways, let's get back to science. High optical. Do you notice they're putting these like purple street lights all over the freaking place? I don't know where that came from. High electrical and thermal conductivity. I just explained it to you in English. Owing to these excellent properties, graphene has become a good candidate material for diverse, how about perverse applications, particularly in graphene-based electronics or Internet of Bodies. You know your body's an electronic circuit. You know that, right? You could take like a potato and a light bulb and some garbage in your fingers. Try that experiment. If you don't think you're fucking full of frequency. You see what I'm saying yet? This is evil. It could have been good. You could have probably solved cancer and everything, but You had to go with the I'm going to take out the world light. But they got to keep some light here. By the way, this is why the Stones say on there 500 million is optimal. Well, they're shooting for $1 billion. They don't want to get too. They don't want to get too greedy yet. So with this garbage going on, if you do the math in the old line of time that I'm from, 1+1 was 2 back there. Now it's an apple, as you know. But in the old world, if you take the number of, let's call it, oh, did you see in Egypt? Now they're up to 503. Were stung by these what are they called? Death stinger scorpions that emerge out of the ocean during a massive flood. On the day I showed the death radar in Egypt over said exact location, I call it the death portal. That's frequency, by the way. Let's get back to science. My point is, these scorpions came out. That's also in the Bible. This is so creepy, right? If this was a story or a movie, this would be a great movie. Except we're living this movie and you weren't asked to be an actor and you didn't get paid. You see what I'm saying? And it's real. The people that are going to be taken out, but not the lunch, they're real. And you didn't volunteer for the movie. See how that works? Anyways, let's get back to putting frequency in your cavities somehow. Oh wait, we're not talking about Kurt, but I did talk about Kurt. The stingers, think stingers. Think of the Bible saying, you know, how you're gonna have these scorpions emerge, and then they do. They killed a bunch of people in Egypt while the death portal was open, which it probably is one, because there's no other radar explanation for it. I've been doing radar for 30 years, folks. This has never happened in history. So whatever's happening. Oh, by the way, in case you're new to the channel, October around the 25th, roughly of 2020, CERN, look that up. CERN, it's in Europe. They play with portals and stuff because they use like 13 tera with a T electron volts. Look that up. That's a lot of juice. And they said, not me, they said they were days away from pulling something through the portal. See what I'm saying? And they're talking about the great ones because the D wave already says they're messing with the great ones. See how that works? And let me just make one more note before we get back to RF frequency and the creepy science I'm about to tell you about. This is real. This is 2019. They were rolling this garbage out. See, you got to get that juice they're going to talk about somehow into the objects. You see what I'm saying? Think of pencils, you know, getting poked. Remember when you were a kid, you'd get poked in the eye? I got stabbed with a pencil. I don't know why in my big mouth. This kid jacked me with a pencil in my leg. And it was there for like a week. The tip came off. And that was probably lead. That's probably why I'm a retardant or whatever now. So back then they used lead. Now they use graphene or graphite or whatever it's called. But this is graphene we're talking about. It's the same grayish material, except now you can magnetize it. Just to give you a little, because I don't know if they're going to go into it. I doubt it because nobody ever says this. Graphene with a second layer, you put 2 layers of graphene on top of each other, you twist it 1 degree. Just to give you a little preface. Graphene becomes magnetic. That's frequency. Let's get back to the frequency before I get too distracted. Okay. Diverse applications, particularly in graphene-based electronics, such as flexible and transparent touch screens and organic light-emitting diodes, or you know them as LEDs, probably on your TV. In addition, it's in your cell phone screen. Research into they're going to transmit this shit through your screens. Watch. I'm just saying. Research and develop down the road. This is 2019, so down the road is like right now, just so you know. You got to remember, I'm back in time right now. We're going back a couple years. Has been examined for enhancing the performance of conventional radio frequency, RF. I just told you graphene can become RF. That means it can send and receive signals. Just saying. Microwave devices and circuits such as graphene field effect transistors. There we go. Thank God. They're talking about it. See how this works? How would you get graphene in your body? That's this crazy thought. Oh fuck, Mike, and then they're gonna make you do it. Yeah, there's a reason. I'm just saying. Graphene antennas for radio frequency identification, RFID. Oh fuck! No way! I didn't read this ahead of time. I've been doing other graphene research, so I know where this I thought was going. Oh fuck! Yeah! I don't think I got to go any further than right there. RFID antennas can be made out of graphene. Oh fuck! It's in the 1 gigahertz to 20 gigahertz. You know what else is in that range? Look up in the air at your little telephone poles. Or on your front porch. In your house if you got the Y gig. Oh, fuck. I didn't know this was going this way, folks. I kind of did. I had a gut feeling because I see patterns and I already know what graphene does. And I've done a lot of science research on graphene, even though I'm not a gynecologist, for the record. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. I don't even want to keep reading it. Microstrip attenuators operating in a frequency band from 1 gigahertz to 20 gigahertz, and graphene composites in electromagnetic shielding. See how this is going to work? When I see this little doohickey in the middle here, picture that as a human's body. That's the only difference right here. This is your blood. That'd be a dream if I was having a night. If I was the guy making this graphic, just to freak out the customers a little bit, and then add all these words around said body. You see what I'm saying yet? I can't mix topic, boy. What I'd like to put together with these little. Oh, I wish the camera was on now because I could show you a picture of it. You know, my dog toy. Picture that. Anybody who knows my channel knows what that is. It's in my cup, and I always poke it with the pencil. Just saying. I don't know what I'm saying. Meanwhile, graphene has excellent merits for bio. Here we go. This is gonna. I hope you got. Maybe you need a beer or something, whatever you drink, or take some weed candy or something. Because thank God we're not talking about 2021 right now, or 22. This is 2019. So for the algo, I'm going back in time. This has nothing to do with today's times. Nothing. This is 2019. This is scientific report, by the way, from the government. I'm reading it off their site. Look up here. .gov. You can't fake that. This is creepy. Meanwhile, graphene has excellent merits for biomedical applications. Example, drug delivery. See, now I'm going to get popped for this. I shouldn't have said that. Tissue engineering. I've done videos in 2016 about tissue engineering and the dark arts. Starts with a D. Sounds like harp. See how that goes? They brag on their videos about how they can regenerate or will regenerate in the future. I think is what they said at that time. But these are old videos. A soldier gets their leg partially damaged from a poof thing or whatever. That or gets shot. In the field, they can inject them or wherever they had. What did I just say? In the field, they can make like a cell phone, send a signal, and it would tell the cells in your body somehow, because somehow there was like debris in there that would like make little robots build like structures, kind of like your cells do now. I can't. And it's right here inside. Don't knock my channel. This is science. I can't say these words even though I'm reading a scientific report. This is our country, by the way. Anyways, the tissue engineering is real. They've been jerking with it for a while. The dark arts. Oh, this is going to be a bad video. Because of its large surface area, chemical purity. By the way, I'm almost positive this graphene, they've known about it for probably thousands of years. You ever see a thing inside that 6-point star in the center? If you make it three-dimensional, if you can see that pattern, it makes a cube. That's all I'm going to say. The cube's color is black. Graphene oxide is black. Dark gray, but black. Depending on how you see colors. Is this the gooey stuff they've always talked about in the movies? You ever see those movie clips where the black crap is coming out of their tear ducts and stuff in their ears and they're puking it up? I know I just saw a review on a movie where you throw up black garbage every time you start thinking you're feeling bad for the evil you did or something like that. It's a creepy movie. I just saw a clip. Somebody was reviewing it. Ties to your dark arts. I'm just saying, is this why China, you could Google this or see my video, it's still up. I don't remember the name of the video. This is 1,000 videos ago, but China is the #1 manufacturer in the world of medical grade GO graphene. You see what I'm saying? And they said graphene is the new black gold. That's a statement from the president of China. And look what they're doing with oil all of a sudden. That's going away. That's your old black gold. See how that works? So there's a lot of money in this. Just saying. Because now it's going to be in everything. You know, by the way, your hero, Elon or Felon, get it? Musk. They make funny. They mock you in everything they do, these evil pricks. You just don't see the sign language behind it or whatever you want to call it, between the lines. But his battery's got this stuff in it. See how that works? That's why he's got the new magic batteries that are so small, but they do the same thing as a bank of batteries used to do. What I just told you, it's 1,000 times more conductive electricity. They're already selling it and using this way before the public even knew what graphene was. See how that works? This is evil. Back to the science. Chemical purity, easy functionalization, and many others. Unique electrical and mechanical properties of graphene, such as its ultimate thinness, conductivity, and strength, make it robust. Support for imaging, biomaterials, and transmission, electron microscopy. In addition, graphene treated with biological. Oh, shit. They're not even going to allow this video to go up. This is a real science on the government site. And this is a couple years. This has nothing to do with today. I'm talking about 2019. For the record, when graphene's treated with biological functionalization, might exhibit a rapid and ultra-sensitive response that can detect specific biomolecules such as glucose, cholesterol, hemoglobin, Huh? What? I'm not saying that. Starts with D, ends in A, and N is in the middle. Sounds like ends. Are you why did I never see this before? However, there is still room for fundamental study, like in real time, till 2020. I said I'm not going to current time. This is 2019. To understand the interaction between these biomolecules and pristine graphene. How could you do that? How would you get people to consent to that? Shit. Force them. How about that? In particular, graphene oxide and reduced graphene oxide, RGO, have received much attention and excellent nanomaterials for drug delivery. This was all conspiracy theory. I got whacked for this shit. Due to their structural and surface properties that are well suited for biomedical applications. In particular, the single layer 2D structure of both GO and RGO provide an ultra high specific surface. There we go. This is it. This is another report I did. They're pulling from all these. This is a combination of 4 reports. So they pulled from the one I was talking about. Delocalized electrons on their surface and allows for the highly efficient loading of hydrophobic anti-cancer. The reason they can do that is because it's 1,000 times more conductive. That's what they're getting that from. Anti-cancer drugs through hydrophobic interactions and stacking. In addition, they provide different oxygen-containing function. Oxygen? Wow, that's weird. I don't know what that means. Different oxygen-containing functional groups for easy biological functionalization, despite the unique and excellent properties of graphene nanomaterials for biomaterials. This is creepy. Graphene nanomaterials for biomedical applications. Graphene nanomaterials-based biomedical applications in RF microwave field are in their infancy. Fortunately, it's 2021. No, fortunately, a few frontier research groups sponsored by oh my, utilizing graphene-based RFID for wireless biomedical applications. How much are they going to make off of this garbage? This review outlines, I'm just in the introduction, folks. I may have to split this up. This review outlines and highlights the recent trends and advances of RF microwave biosensors based on graphene nanomaterials, with their particular focus on following: 1, graphene nanomaterials as biosensing materials; 2, the basic concept of RF microwave biosensors; 3, RF microwave devices and circuits based on graphene nanomaterials, microwave biosensors based on graphene